Studies have shown that over the last 3 decades, the amount of men reporting to having no close friends at all has increased significantly. The number of men reporting in the 90s to having no close friends is 4% of the male population and has now almost quintupled to a whopping 15%. 1 in every 4 young men below the age of 30 report to having no close friends. It's an epidemic, and frankly, it's tragic. Where does it come from? Well, there's no single reason. Like all humans, their pain is nuanced, but from my experience and understanding, it all comes down to meaning. Society has made it to where being isolated is almost romanticized. You have many men believing that by cutting everyone off, setting ideal expectations on one other person they call bro, and leaving for months at a time, that they're going to be doing what they should do. For the money, for the cars, for shallow pursuits. They're made to perceive these things as a symbol of wealth, power, masculinity. And when they see it on social media, it kills them inside because they don't have it. So not only are they comparing lives to strangers they know nothing about, they're throwing away the meaningful relationships they have in their lives in the process. That's what happens when you take advantage of a strong, young, ambitious man. They'll do anything to be recognized, to be seen, even if it means destroying themselves in the process. A boy who's just that hungry for success won't stop to check to see if what he's eating is poisoned. He's not going to do that. I was there. I've spent 3 months so far in isolation, away from family, friends, social media, just completely by myself, working on my own thing and doing what I feel is right. I cut off all my best friends, people, told myself I was restarting, but I wasn't. I was closing the books to chapters I hadn't even finished writing yet. And I was robbing myself of a genuine human experience. I still work hard. I wake up early. Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends, probably less than what I could count on a single hand, but I choose to invest in relationships that count. Many young men are expecting some grand reward to their pain. That all of this will pay off, and that their ambition and what they see online leads them to believe that they're doing a noble cause. But it only hurts them. It's of course okay to be lonely sometimes, but that's not taken into moderation nowadays. To quote an ancient philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, who I'm sure you're familiar with, he once said, "A branch cut from a tree is cut from the whole." Unlike a branch severed from external forces, people cut themselves off. The possibility of reattachment exists, but repeated separation makes reattachment difficult. Getting away consistently, closing doors on those that you genuinely love, all in the name of getting rich, driving fast cars, and chasing women that'll never want you for your soul. This chase of delusion and being isolated at the top is what kills gumptious young warriors deep inside. This can be running from wounds, scars that never actually healed properly. Young men and men in general have trouble with their identities because they're just so convinced that it's pain that what makes them. It's not. When pain is your only source of fuel, do you ever truly heal? Society has made that hard. All these young men have known their entire lives is to simply shut up and not cry, to get the work done, to finish the objective at hand, and to simply move on. This creates no space for men to actually communicate with each other because they're just so busy and worked up. It's why they linger on past memories for years. That breakup, that divorce, that loss of a close family member, or the moment they realize they have to be the man of the house. It's all there. All that pain is used to build and run, and they're never taught to sit still and listen, breathe, They're so busy either running full sprint away from society and towards their dreams that they get to a point where they can't see anybody else at their destination or down this road that they're traveling. The idea of someone relating to them is impossible. They're isolated. And there's the other pain, the paralyzing kind, the men that aren't chasing anything, but they're still hurt. They fall into bad habits, disgusted with themselves, convinced that they're not worthy of connection. So what should we do? Here's what I know. There's always hope. If you at all resonated with my words here today, this message is for you. The world is counting on you to heal, to understand your wounds, to get up and make the change that we all want to see in this world. Yes, you. Because it's easy to distract yourself with pleasure, to spend your days in your personal pursuits. But it's a selfless, noble act of understanding this world needs you. That makes a man truly honorable. And that's what we need more of. And maybe we can't save the world overnight. But if men start showing up for themselves and for each other, maybe we can stop it from collapsing entirely. You don't need to save the world. Just make sure it doesn't lose you. And with that being said, I hope you win the battles that you don't talk about and slay the demons that quietly try to conquer your mind. Because it's hard, especially as a young man. But it's harder to come out of that pain and make something noble out of it.